Hey y'all. I feel like I'm gonna be saying stop. Okay. I feel like I'm gonna be saying Happy New Year for the remainder of January. But I wanted to quickly come on here as I'm reflecting and as I get ready for bed to share how the first week of the new year is going. Hey Kwana, how are you? How's your first week of the year going? Do you feel like you need to restart already, or is it going pretty smooth? I feel like overall it's been a pretty good week for me with a few obstacles. But for the most part, like things are going pretty smoothly. So I remember I wrote down goals with y'all on my calendar that's right here. And one of them was to visit a specific church, Eastgate. And I actually did do that on Sunday. And it was a pretty good experience. And then I also have made it to the gym 3 times a week. So, like New Year's Eve, New Year's Day week was a week, and I went to the gym 4 weeks, 4 times that week. And today is Wednesday, and I went to the gym Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So far, I've been doing pretty good with staying true to those goals. I weighed in this morning and I lost 1.5 pounds. So that felt really good because I really feel like I've been trying to be more disciplined in my food choices and trying not to drink all my calories with sodas and drinks and sweets and stuff like that. And even tonight after Zumba, I went out to have dinner with my friend and with Josiah. And I got the fajitas because I was trying to do um, low carb instead of getting tacos. And instead of eating a bunch of chips and salsa, I probably had what I would consider a serving of the chips and some salsa in a, bowl. And I didn't like keep eating them and stuff in efforts to try to eat less carbs. So I did have some rice and beans, but I just feel like that's been pretty good. I do think I could drink some more water. So I don't know if I gotta, start using the gallon jug. I think Des had bought me a gallon jug. I gotta figure out where that is. Or I just have to come up with another creative way to drink more water during the day because I feel like, see me? Okay. I feel like I need to be drinking more water than I've been drinking. And then my other goals were like to take my dad out for his birthday and to um like what else does it say? Set up my therapy sessions. I haven't done that yet, but I plan on doing it soon. So, like I said, it's been a pretty good week. The end of this week is gonna be me preparing to travel next week. I'm gonna try to vlog and document that journey. Um, And honestly, I just want to have a relaxing weekend because I feel like next week is going to have a lot of moving pieces and parts. And I don't want to be like having a stressful weekend and then going into a week that might be a high stress work week. Um, so yeah, I feel like I want to just keep this momentum going, like wanting to be consistent. I feel really good about my mental focus as it pertains to my fitness journey. And I want to just kind of keep that momentum beyond this month. So I'm just literally taking it a day at a time. Hey y'all, I'm in Orlando for the Disney Marathon weekend, so I'm carb loading on to get through this weekend. One of my goals was not chickening out. That sounds like so much for fun, and I cannot wait to hear about that. Um, I've been looking at some travel stuff. In fact, I have a Carnival cruise up right now that's in my like review to check out because there's this really, inexpensive weekend trip. Like if I wanted the cheapest of the cheapest room, it'd be less than $400 for me to go by myself at the end of the month. And I'm just like, do I want to do it? Do I want to do it? I don't know. Do I want to do it? It's like I could easily take a half day, Monday and half day Friday and make that work. Thank you so much. That's very sweet of you. Is it Zoe? Thank you. So have fun in Orlando. Orlando is always such a fun place to go. Um, Quana, what is one of your goals for the next week? I would love to go to Disney. I've never been to Disney before, and or if I have, I might have went as a little girl and I don't remember. But I would love to go. We went to Orlando and we didn't end up going to Disney, so I feel like I have to redo it with Josiah and go to Disney. I'm actually trying to figure out what to do for spring break and for the February break. And I'm thinking about doing a trip for just the two of us. So I'm just trying to figure out like what do I want to do? Do I want to do Orlando and we go for a weekend? Do I want to do another cruise and I get my footage and stuff and kind of document? If we do a cruise, I would rather do one that is a little bit more like in the Caribbean and not the Bahamas, especially if it can line up with the break dates. But I mean, the Bahamas is cool too because typically you can do the Bahamas and do Friday to Monday, which is really great for me because I can avoid using so much of my personal time off when I choose to do those dates instead of doing um like Monday through Friday. You've got this, Quana. When I get back, I want to focus more on mental health and more on self-care and also to get more consistent, even if it's Zumba 3 times. That's really good. Mental health is definitely a priority for me and just doing more self-care and self activities. I feel like this is a year where I'm going to be stepping out of my shell and out of a box of wanting to do everything with my family all the time and breaking it up into categories like friend dates, networking opportunities, solo opportunities, going to more Yelp events, going to more content creator events, especially if there's YouTube events in Atlanta. Um, I really want to get myself out there more. Yelp invited me to be an elite for 2025 again. Okay, I'll look that up. Villatel. Let me type it in because I can look it up. Orlando Resort. Thank you. I'm on the website now. Oh, it looks really nice. Thank you, Quana. On my son, Carnival was having the $1 sale, and I didn't look into it, but the Southwest are on sale. I saw that Southwest was on sale. I was actually looking at a flight with them for the cruise I was telling y'all about. We do have a break in February after Valentine's Day. So I'm kind of on their site trying to see if I can find anything out of Florida that is leaving in February that I could do for this mommy son thing. But I also don't want it to be like Nassau, unless it's like Nassau and Half Moon Cay, or that new destination that Carnival has, Celebration Key, is relatively new. So if I were to pick that, I think it'd be cool because I'd be able to do a new destination on a ship, and that would be cool to document and cover. But the problem I'm coming across is a lot of the cruises are like February 10th through the 14th, and I need the week after. And I would prefer to be back by Friday the 21st, if not earlier. So I could do like the 15th through the 18th, or the 17th through the 20th. But I'm looking like there's a Carnival Conquest that's the 17th through the 21st, but I don't necessarily want to take the full week off of work that week. I would prefer to be able to do like a shorter trip. You got it, Quana. How's the book coming? Yes, you really should, I think. I've got a lot of stuff, but I'm trying to get a good schedule. Excuse me. That's how I feel with content creation. Like, I did get a vlog done last week. I have been trying to make sure if I'm not doing a sit down video, which this weekend I think I want to film a sit down video for you guys, showing y'all the stuff I got at Old Navy after Christmas. Even though I feel like it's a little less timely, and some people who are not into the holidays as much probably are not going to care about that. But I wanted to talk about it because next year when I do Christmas stuff, I want to be able to like share that, Ooh, I just found the Saturday to Thursday trip. That's exactly what I was saying I was looking for. And it goes to Cabo San Lucas. Sorry, y'all. What I was going to say was I wanted it to be like basically dang, I lost my train of thought, y'all. I'm so sorry. Let's see. Let me reread the comments. Maybe that'll help. Oh, I want it to be where I have a rhythm again, where I have content that's already kind of planned, and it's always a video being made. That way I'm not pressured to always vlog and quickly get something up. So this weekend, I was thinking of filming a vlog about the Old Navy stuff that I got, because I took advantage of after Christmas sales. That way, even though Christmas is over, I can kind of share like how I'm frugal and was able to get some really cute holiday pajamas for this year in January instead of me having to pay full price in December. So like I got Saya a pair of holiday pajamas in the next size up, and I got me and my husband matching pajamas, and I got a bunch of like flannel like shirts and bottoms, white, black, red, green, like all this different stuff. So like they were all like $4.97, $5.97 instead of it being like $19.97, $29.97. It's crazy. The pajamas should be that cheap anyway. Oh, thank you, Lisa, and also thank you, Replier. I'm honestly about to remove my braids and get them redone because I've had them in for almost a month now, I think. But yeah, like I got some Christmas bags. I went to Walmart and Ice, and I posted that video already. But I got some Christmas cards for next year, really cheap from Walmart. I got some holiday bags. I got some stickers for the to and from. That's even if I choose to spend, my Christmas at home next year. I'm kind of going back and forth about it. Like, do I want to go home, or do I want to, you know, travel, especially if I can find a good cruise for the low or something? I got to figure it out. I'm finna go have the hiccups, and I had some bell peppers with my dinner because I have fajitas, and I feel like I have heartburn. So, if it looks like I burped, that was why, because I had like a heartburn burp moment. I see this week of WOW flights as low as $49 if you book by tomorrow. So I'm trying to see, like, Orlando was marked down. Some other cities in Florida was marked down. So I'm trying to see if I can get a good flight for a good price. And I have that resort pulled up too. So I think it would be fun to go back to Orlando. The cool thing about Orlando is not only is it pretty inexpensive to go down there, but I also feel like um, if we don't want to fly, we can drive. I will be honest and say I don't really love doing long drives anymore, but it's not terrible. Excuse me. I'm just not gonna fly to like Dallas drive to Dallas or Miami or, anywhere that's like 10 to 12 hours because I just don't have it in me anymore. I was watching some videos of family traveling during the holiday. Definitely something to look into. I definitely will. You're doing amazing with your goals. So proud of you. I have to get up early tomorrow, so I will head out. Good night, y'all. Good night, Lissa. I'll see you next time. Thank you for popping on. I'm not staying on very late either today, but I just wanted to come on and check in because we kind of talked about goals and I was able to write down some of mine with y'all last week. So I don't know how stuff will go tomorrow, and I had a few minutes tonight, so I just wanted to pop on and talk about that with y'all before going to bed. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night, so I am not going to stay up too late. Um, just an effort to try to get more rest today than I did yesterday, but I just wanted to tell you guys that, and I will definitely check in with y'all, um, you know, soon, and I'm going to keep being consistent with videos, so be sure to check out my uploads to see my latest videos and shorts, the community tab for any posts, pictures that I'm doing. I'm going to try to start doing more like lifestyle posts that show like if I try a new recipe or if I try a new workout class or try something different. Like I'm really looking forward to sharing new experiences this year with y'all and just really being open and honest about everything and, all those new um, experiences that I'll get to experience together with you guys. So, as always, I appreciate all the support and all of the well wishes, and also y'all sharing your own goals with me. Like, I feel like it motivates me to keep being like consistent. I think after we had our chat, I woke up Friday on New Year's Day pretty energized to a point where I knew I couldn't go to the gym. So I went and walked my dog and I did some running up and down the sidewalk with him as my workout. And, it felt really cool to be able to do that and just be like, look at me making a way. And I will say, having Bruno definitely encourages me to want to be fitter because, keeping up with a very active dog, you have to be able to kind of not necessarily run behind it, but, you know, walk with it and stuff like that. And so it's just really nice to be able to, um, you know, get outside in ways that I was never getting outside before getting a dog. Yes, I agree wholeheartedly. This is our year to prioritize our mental health. It's our year to prioritize, um, you know, good experiences, boundaries, as well as those goals that we couldn't quite reach last year. This year, I'm trying to go hard for those things. And weight loss is one of them. Like, I am going to try my best to not let anything knock me off of the track of prioritizing my health because I'm not getting any younger and I am tired of regressing in that journey because I know what I'm capable of because I've done it before. And I really want to be able to start the year where I'm at and end the year and be like, wow, I did it, And so I'm just going to try my best, and I'm going to try to be as positive as I can about it, and, give myself grace, but try not to have them long periods of time where I'm just not being mindful and it ends up spiraling and causing major setbacks. So, and if any of y'all might have missed when I was saying it earlier, I was so excited when I found out that I reached one of my goals, which was to lose um, some weight. I'm trying to lose 60 pounds this year, and so within the first week of the year, I've already lost a little over a pound. And I know it's just a pound, but like it's very motivating because I've really been trying to move my body, even when I can't make it to the gym, and I've been trying to be more intentional about what I eat. And, like I said, if I have my cheat day, let it be a cheat day or a meal within that cheat day, and not letting it be like 3 straight days, i.e., the weekend of eating out, not choosing healthy things when I eat out, and then having too much alcohol. Because I do feel like alcohol is okay in moderation with a fitness journey, but you have to be mindful because it's sugar. So you can't just be drinking too much. Like tonight, for me to go to a Mexican restaurant with my friend and order the fajitas, don't eat the wraps, eat the rice and the beans because it's a small portion, but don't eat the actual wraps. Don't go crazy with the chips and salsa, and mainly eat the steak, onions, and peppers. That is very good for me. And to only drink water with lemon and limes in it, no margarita, which is what I usually would get. I usually get like a mezcal margarita because they're good. And I'm just like, look at me, like, it's not my cheat day today, so I'm not going to step out because I've been doing so good. And I feel like having that number on the scale go down just that little bit was like affirmation. You're doing something right. So keep going, you know. And then baby steps. After we get the fitness in check with going to the gym, then we work on, okay, now how are you prioritizing your time with God? Are you reading the scripture twice a week and going to church or streaming church online? Are you writing in your journal? Um, are you reading any new books that help with it? Like, how are you developing yourself as a person? And then last but not least, when it comes to your mental health, how are you, handling the stress that comes from your job, that comes from your family, that comes from, life, just the outside of your family, outside of your job, life happening that you see because we're consuming the news and we're consuming social media updates all the time, making sure that it's not too heavy. And so finding that balance and then just checking off those goals, y'all, like being intentional about checking off those goals and not letting up or letting anybody interfere with your vision that you've set for your life. And one of the things that we've talked about quite a bit, between church and just I've been having conversations with other people who've been kind of talking about like um, planning for the new year and, that sort of stuff. The thing I keep hearing is just like figuring out what your purpose is in Jesus though. What's your purpose for your life, but how it relates to God's vision. And like I've been affirmed in that like 3 times, right? I went to a watch night service on New Year's Eve and Dale Brano was talking about that. Then I went to a church service on January 3rd, and Pastor Josh was talking about that. I just had dinner with my friend, and we kind of talked about that. So it's like finding your purpose. How can you bring others along with you and lift them up as you work on yourself? It's not a selfish um, journey. It's a selfless journey where you bring people with you and you all work on things together. Just like Quana's saying here, we will hold each other accountable. It's like it's a team effort where, you know, one of us may be having a down day, but we come and check in with each other. And then it helps us get that drive again to be like, okay, we might have had an off day, but we're not going to let that define the rest of the month. It might have been an off week, but we're not going to let that determine the rest of the month. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Hearts for Abby. Um, So I say all that to say, like, if you've been having a rough day or a rough week, the new year just did not start off where you want it to be. Just know that that does not have to define your year. Even if more things start happening in January or February, know that this is not, thank you so much. God bless you too. This does not have to define the way your 2025 has to go. And if you had a rough 2024, it does not mean that your 2025 has to be rough too. If you had a rough patch occur already, we've only been into the year 8 days, you know what? It's going to happen. Conflict is going to happen. But at the end of the day, you get to define how you react to that conflict. So, shake it off, pray, and go ahead and move forward. Don't let it linger. Don't let it become resentment. Don't let it become weight that you don't need in your life. Go ahead and process whatever emotions you may have that come with that stress or strain and let it go and give it to God and move on so that you can deliver in your purpose that He's intended for you. So, yeah, that's all I got. That is all I got for y'all. I know I had a lot of things to say in that moment there, but I just wanted to say thank you for tuning in. I hope you have a great weekend and the rest of your week. I will check in with y'all this month again soon. So make sure you have your notifications on. Hi, Elissa. I was just telling them how you were my third affirmation about making sure that when you are trying to figure out your purpose, that it aligns with God's purpose. Because I had dinner with you, and then before that, I had a church service on the 3rd, and before that, on New Year's Eve. So that's 3 times in a row being reminded to be with God. Oh, thank you. So this is actually a vision board that I did, I think, 2 years ago, but I still keep it up because it resonates with it still resonates with me. Like, God is there in big letters, and my suitcase for travel. If you see in the corner there, 30 years is on it because it was the year I turned 30. I was going into the year I turned 30. But this is my old one. I actually did not create a vision board this year because I was like, I just kind of want God to stir me. I have individual goals written here at the bottom of my calendar. And so what I was doing was like talking to everyone about the 5 goals that I set and like where I am so far. I'm on track for reaching my fitness goal, which was 3 times a week in the gym and increasing my water intake, which I do feel like I need to do better with the water intake. But the 3 times a week in the gym, I've done 2 weeks in a row. And then I had a specific goal to visit a church, and I visited that church last Sunday. So I say that to say, like, I'm on track to reach those goals. But excuse me, I have like indigestion or like hiccups from those bell peppers from the fajitas. I told them about the fajitas too. But long story short, I wanted to check in because we set the goals on live on New Year's Eve. So I wanted to basically check in and tell them how the goals are going as of the 8th day of the year. But I am about to go ahead and get off because it's almost 11 o'clock. I'm going to try to get some sleep. I may peek at some travel. I still have the resort that Quana told me about pulled up on my screen. And I'm looking at flights, and they're really high on Delta, so I'm probably about to close those out. But I just want to say I appreciate y'all so much. Happy New Year, and I love y'all. Happy New Year to you, Bali 50. It's so good to see you, too. Thank you for popping on. But I just want to say thank y'all for being a part of my community. And I look forward to seeing all that we do and hearing all that we do in the new year as we continue. So I'll talk to y'all later. Good night. Love, peace, and blessings to you too.